Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Mikey, and today we have another update for Sievert. This is a new feature update, actually. This is going to be 1.2.19, so if you're not currently on that version of the game, make sure you head to Steam and download the update. It should be available right now. In this one, there's a lot of improvements, bug fixes, and things of that nature, but we get one really big feature update, which I will go through. I'll get to when we talk about the patch notes right now. So here we go, shooting range update. You can probably tell by the title of this what the feature is, but let's get into it. Welcome to the range. This patch introduces a long-requested shooting range, giving players a dedicated space to test weapons, experiment with builds, and sharpen their combat skills. We've also made meaningful improvements to the prologue, enhanced the early game experience, along with a range of UI, controller, and quality of life updates to keep Sievert running smoother than ever. Full details below. So the main feature update with this is obviously the shooting range. There's a brand new shooting range inside the bunker, where you can, like we just read back there, you can test out your guns. You can see, test out ammo against different kinds of armors and things like that. So long requested features here. The shooting range available immediately in the bunker. No grind, no unlocks, just straight up practice. So I went into my my current build or my current playthrough, and it was just there. It's located on the the far east side of the bunker, and you can teleport to it, which is really nice. You don't have to walk all the way over there. And once you're there, you have a crafting bench. You have your modding workbench. You can craft your ammo there. It would be nice if you could have access to your stash box there too. That would be nice, so you can pick out ammos that you already have in stock or whatever. Might be kind of nice. Unfortunately, that's not in there. Maybe they'll put that in at a later date. I don't know. But accessible right from the start, so no crafting modules to unlock it or anything like that. Purpose-built training ground, spawn various enemy types on command, including armored targets, test weapons, builds, and loadouts in safe controlled conditions. I will go over all of this in a second. I'll show you guys a little demo of that. There is a detailed feedback system within the shooting range, so when you enter, you're going to see all kinds of numbers, damage, recoil, and bullet penetration numbers, skill and mastery modifiers, clean versus glancing hits. Whenever you hit a target, it'll show glancing or hit. Perfect for tweaking every bullet and builds. Yeah, very, very useful tool for those of you who want to min-max your builds, see how effective your weapons are, and take a look at armors as well, see how effective they are against different kinds of rounds. There's range markers for distance practice, close quarters reflexes, long range precision, great for new players and min-maxers. Yeah, built with the community in mind. Your feedback helps shape this. We can't wait to see your creative builds. Consider it your new lab for destruction. Okay, yeah. That's going over pretty much everything with the shooting range. Pretty useful tool. I'm really glad they added this. Now, other changes they're bringing with this update where they're making improvements to the prologue, the kind of the tutorial phase of the game at the very beginning for new players. We've made the prologue experience smoother and more focused on learning. No radiation in the prologue. Guns no longer jam in the prologue. Time doesn't pass, so you can learn at your own pace. Reduced looting containers and bodies, less hoarding, more exploring. Removed some static chests to reduce clutter and streamline flow. All right. Other improvements and tweaks. Quest text and objectives now appear on the same screen. Base module crafting blocked unless the previous level is installed. So that sounds like there was a bug that allowed you to craft level 2 modules if you didn't have level 1 installed or something like that. I've never run into that bug. Let me know in the comments if you have, though. New dialogue option with the barman. If you have the prologue letter, he'll give you 10 grand, 10,000 rubles. That's kind of nice. Nice little bonus at the start. Quest screen optimizations, PDA and NPC versions. Sprint toggle is now off by default. They turned that on by default in the last update. Seems like a lot of people dislike that. I know I turned mine off right away. Controller input tweaks for better responsiveness. So some updates to controller inputs. If you do use a controller with Sievert, let me know your experience in the comments. I'm really curious about that because I used it when they first implemented it way back, and then I used it when they did kind of an overhaul of it or improve the experience maybe a few weeks ago, and it was much, much better in my opinion on that second round. But yeah, let me know what your experience has been like with controllers in the comments below. UI performance optimizations for smoother navigation. That's nice. I noticed that they put labels underneath all of the icons in the PDA, which is really helpful because sometimes I know even with the amount of experience that I have in Sievert, I kind of zoom around the PDA for a second to try and find the one icon that I need. Anyways, the rest of this stuff is just kind of thanking the community. We're at 500,000 players. And Sievert is 30% off right now, starting on Wednesday, August the 6th. So if you've been watching Sievert and you're waiting for a chance to buy, it's going to be 30% off very soon. That's a nice little sale going on there. Okay, now we're getting into the bunker, and I'm going to show you guys what the shooting range is all about. I'm going to grab a couple of weapons. I've got my N10 here. I'm currently doing my snipers and DMRs only playthrough. Let's grab this guy. This is my modern marauder. And you hit the H key, and you'll see the shooting range is down here, number 6. Just click on, oops, you click on that, and it'll take you all the way over here. Where the shooting range is located relative to the barman, we'll just walk over here. And I believe it's... no, it's not near the doctor. It's up here and to the right, I believe. Yeah, past all these beds. And this is it right here. So when you enter the shooting range, you're going to see like effectiveness. These rings indicate the effectiveness of your weapon, or like the effective range of it, which is kind of handy to have. And you're going to see all kinds of numbers on the left side, movement modifiers to your recoil, and precision numbers, accuracy numbers, that kind of thing. Your base damage, and then come up here, you can craft whatever you like, whatever ammo, whatever you need. And right here is the control panel for the shooting range. So if I wanted to spawn a dummy with class 1 armor, I would hit that, and then I would just hit spacebar, and a dummy will spawn wherever my crosshair is. You'll get like hit prediction percentage based on where your crosshair is to the target. And when you shoot it, you'll see how much penetration you're doing with your current weapon and ammo combo, whether you get a full hit or if you get a glancing hit. So if I just take the crosshair off, there, now I have a glancing hit, and you can see the numbers change to reflect that. I'm doing 13 damage with a glancing hit, and with a full hit, I'm doing 26.78 with 100% penetration. And we're getting 100% penetration anyways because this guy's class 1 armor. And I am currently, I was using M61 there. Let's spawn in a dummy. Let's spawn in a dummy with class 5 armor. Put one right there. This guy is going to tank some of the damage from the round, because the round doesn't have enough penetration to make it through all the way through class 5 armor, at least on the first couple of hits. So we'll shoot him. And yeah, you can see right there, 0 penetration, but we did 3.62 damage to him. So we're still doing damage. The armor is soaking a lot of that up though. If we keep shooting him with FMJ, eventually you can see right there, we did do a small amount of penetration because his armor durability is going down. We're doing even more penetration now. Even more, and it's just going to keep going up until we are doing 100% penetration, because the armor is now completely destroyed, and now we're doing maximum damage to the target. Let's try the Marauder. We're going to use this thing on a target that's really far away, and we're going to make it class 6. We're going to spawn this guy way down here. So that's our dummy, class 6. You can see the hit probability going up and down depending on where our cursor is. We're going to shoot him. We're currently using M80s. M80s have 40 penetration, so we're not going to be doing full damage to this guy because he's got class 6 armor. Let's take a look. Gotta reload it. Okay, let's send it. Boom. 0 penetration, 7.25 damage. Yeah, we're starting to do some pen now. M80 is a pretty good round. You don't need to shoot these guys a lot for it to start doing some serious damage. We're gonna reset, and we're gonna put another class 6 dude down there. But this time, we're gonna use M61, and it should be kind of the same that we saw earlier with the first dummy. So now we got M61, which should pass straight through this armor and do 100% damage with the first shot. Yeah, there we go. We got 100% penetration, 61.65 damage. We are getting a little bit of a damage debuff because M61 has a minus 15% debuff on it, but the penetration, oh, the penetration, all the way through every time. And that's about it for this update, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy using the shooting range. It's a nice, useful tool for you to kind of curate your builds and like master your weapons and really get a handle on like the effectiveness of your weapons and the ammos that you're using. The update is available now, so make sure you go to Steam and download that. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.